There are plenty of challenges in trying to develop professional learning communities within and between schools. One of the challenges, the word develop is very important, and we think of development as a process, so there is creating and developing and sustaining, and we well know with any change effort that one of the challenges is sustaining this and sustaining the energy. There are a lot of structural challenges. People talk about the architecture of professional learning communities. And I suppose the one that is most commonly cited in whatever country you go into is time. And that's making sure that there is time when people can get together, can plan together, can talk together about their practice, can read together, can observe each other, can sit and analyse data. So creating that time is a challenge, but is imperative, and it means being creative about thinking about, well, how can we free people up, or could I cover a class, or is there perhaps somebody who's recently retired who might be able to come in and help us out. Finding the different spaces for people to meet. When we talk about space in relation to professional learning communities between schools, it's not very helpful if you always meet in the same school. You need to rotate around different schools to make sure that everybody feels part of this. What would be some of the other challenges? I think many of the challenges are easily surmountable, but they do seem to just creep in. So we have structures that we think are fixed, like our meetings and the way we use our meetings. Not using a meeting as an opportunity for learning creates all kinds of challenges. But sustaining the momentum and the sustainability is very often a difficult one. And I think we find people may have a lot of energy and excitement at the beginning, but after a while it gets difficult. And so involving more people, distributing the leadership, and involving students, getting them to bring their ideas as well. And the word professional is not always the right word when we start to involve the students. It broadens it out to the wider learning community, but they still have a lot that they can offer. Another challenge is really getting people to deepen the conversations that they have. When we move around schools, we hear teachers talking to each other. And very often, people who may be very expert at what they do don't know how to share that with others because they don't really have the language to articulate what they're doing. And we call that tacit knowledge. And what we have to do is make that explicit and deepen it. So finding ways to help people deepen their conversations can be challenging, but is incredibly important.